and DKR home and the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This time on target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Thuney. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. All kinds of time before he fires right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabs it in the middle. Turning it on!
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're working that left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pulls it in, and he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great... Touchdown, Texas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
That was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The throw to the outside is complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the counter play. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man,
how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The quick out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Defense just simply typically not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Pocket breaking down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On his way from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Handoff from the shotgun. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. Here's a heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Texas.
Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Set to get this 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They're testing the right side here. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Power football with the run. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives in that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 12 over Wake Forest. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the right side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this fourth quarter. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Field goal is good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Brings into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, and second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you bring more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
And here come the horns. They got it again on offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fit it in the window for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll pull it down. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit?
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Rush is on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a crease to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead down a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unleashes one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
On the set.
The Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Right on the money. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. to the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.